Hello, hello. Welcome in, welcome in. Welcome to the live. I hope that you're doing well. The review. Welcome in. Good evening, everyone. We're going to do a late salad. No. Hello, hello. Welcome in. I hope that you're doing well. We are going live. I want to use that one. Cool. Awesome. Yes. Hi there. Welcome in. Good evening. I hope that you are happy, healthy, and sane today. My name is Schvonne Sheppard, and I share simple plant-based recipes. Okay, we are going to do a quick demonstration on how to make a really raw dinner. So if you have the munchies tonight, thanks for joining the live. If you have the munchies tonight, we're going to do something nice and healthy, okay? So you don't eat anything that you shouldn't eat, like cookies, ice cream, and things of that nature, okay? Hello, hello, hello. My name is Schvonne Sheppard, and I share simple plant-based recipes. So what we're going to do, we're going to make a stuffed red bell pepper, and we're going to do like a salad on the side. So I appreciate you for joining the live. Hello, hello. Welcome in. TikTok, and I'm on YouTube. So you can find me on YouTube at Schvonne Sheppard Shares, and I also will post on there as well. So thank you everyone for joining. I hope that everybody's doing well. Okay, so let's get started. All right. First of all, we have to wash our greens first. Okay, so that's what I'm doing right now. I was in the middle of washing my greens. Okay, you want to make sure that you use baking soda, some vinegar, or you can use like lemon to wash your vegetables off. Okay, did you eat your vegetables today? Did you get all of your vegetables in today? Let me know in the comment section how many servings of vegetables. Let me know in the comment section how many servings of vegetables did you get inside of you today. All right, because we got to make sure we get the vegetables in to push everything out. Right, sounds good. So we have, this is dinosaur kale. We've got some dinosaur kale. Okay, we're gonna do two separate leaves. We've got dinosaur kale. We're just gonna, my hands are clean. Of course, you know to wash your hands and everything, right? So dinosaur kale or dino kale is not the prettiest looking kale, is it? It's not, but it has some really good health benefits in the dino kale. So we have to pick the dinosaur kale up, okay? So you know what the dinosaur kale looks like, right? Dinosaur kale looks like this, okay? That's what it looks like in the store. It's so ugly. Isn't it the ugliest plant? But it has some really good health benefits. Thanks for joining the live, you all. I appreciate you. I hope that you're able to enjoy this recipe that I just kind of created at the last minute. We're going to make it taste good, right? With lots of love, right? So welcome in. Thanks for joining my live. I really do appreciate you for tuning in. If you're the type of person that is wanting to go into 2026 and you want to start eating more vegetables and more fruits, I like to make really good salads, and that they're not boring at all. So just, stay tuned, right? So the next one we're going to use is the green dandelion. Okay, we're going to mix the green dandelion with the dino kale. Okay, and we're going to talk about the benefits of having these different variety of greens, right, mixed into your system, right? Because we don't just want to focus on just one vegetable. We want to have multiple vegetables in our system, because each individual herb or vegetable, right, serves different types of purposes, right? And because of that, we want to make sure we're getting as many as possible in. So this is your green dandelion, okay? So we got the green dandelion, and we also have the dino kale, right? So what I do is just, you could use a knife, you could use your bare hands, however you want to do it, and put it, just chop it up into some small pieces, right? And then what we're going to do after we're done with this, right? And this is just something if you just kind of want something just to kind of munch on, just to kind of satisfy you until it's time for you to go to bed. This is a great, healthy late night snack. If you feel like you have to eat something, this would be something that you would want to eat, right? Absolutely. So just a little bit more we'll put in here. And this is just enough for one person, me and you, right? Of course, you'll make more if you want someone else to eat, okay? So what we're gonna do, we're gonna grease this with some coconut oil, all right? You could use whatever oil you have of your choice. Coconut oil, olive oil, right? Any type of healthy oil that you want to utilize, okay? Feel free to use. So I have a whole tub of organic coconut oil, all right? So try to use the healthier oils, right? That's what we want to do. So since the consistency is so thick, I just kind of put it on the stove a little bit and let it melt so I can get the grease going so I can massage the vegetables. That's what I like to do. Okay? Now, what I'm going to do as far as the meat, because this is a plant-based channel, right? We're going to use mushrooms, right? We're going to use mushrooms. Make sure you give me a thumbs up on YouTube. Please give me a thumbs up if you come into the channel. All right. And also share my live on TikTok. I would really appreciate it. And say hello. Say hello. Really, really simple. We're just going to use a couple of mushrooms as our meat. Okay. And this, what I love about this dish is that it's cost affordable. If you're on a budget, right? You're trying to save some money, like this is our red bell pepper. This is the perfect meal, okay? Because, we're living in these times, right? Where we have to really be conscious of our money. So we're just gonna pour a little bit of that coconut oil, just so we can grease up our vegetables, right? And it's good too, because we want to make sure this is good. You're greasing up your vegetables, right? And you're also greasing up your vital organs as well, okay? Because when it comes down, it's going to be easy for it to come down because you've got all of that good coconut oil and olive oil in there. So don't be afraid to use it. Be very generous, You want it nice and slippery. Hello, welcome in. Thanks for joining the live. I appreciate you. I'm right here, just kind of rinsing off the mushrooms just a little bit. I don't know if you do that, but we're gonna put this in a blender. Okay, so get your little blender or whatever, handy dandy blender, and throw it in there. Okay. Another thing that we're gonna use is your pecans. I use organic. Okay. So just use a handful because we're just going to stuff the bell pepper, just one bell pepper. So we just need a little bit. Okay. It's not like we're trying to make like a plant-based spaghetti, right? So we don't need a whole lot. This is just for tonight to get us through the night because we're a little munchy and we want something to eat. So just a little bit. Okay. Just a wee bit. Now, what you can put in here, You could put some onions in here, right? I would suggest you cut up and put some onions in there. We can actually do that. Well, let's put some onions in here. I want you to put some garlic cloves in here because what you want to do is give it some flavor, right? Now, I've created my own dressing, right, that we're going to use that has lots of garlic in it, and I'll talk to you about that, okay? But yeah, so put some red onion in here or whatever type of onion you have, all right? And we're just going to put just a little bit of flavor, just give it a little bit of kick. So I'm sorry, the onion and garlic, all right, for the meat. That's what we're using for the meat, right? No flesh of dead animals. This is a raw meal, okay? Sometimes it's okay to eat raw. Excuse me for walking away. But I want to see about getting my onion. Okay. I thought I had an onion cut up, but I don't. So you want to use your red onion and cut it up and put it in there. Hello, welcome in. Hi, Mr. Barry, how are you? I hope that you're doing well. Thanks for joining the live. I appreciate you. So I would say cut up your red onion, right? Cut up your red onion. I'm not going to use the red onion in this, actually, because I have so many good things inside of my dressing that I don't think that I need the red onion. And I have the garlic that's in the dressing as well. So I'm just looking for the meaty texture, but I'm just giving you some things that you can do to add more flavor. I'm glad that you're doing well. Thanks for joining the live, and thank you for giving me a thumbs up. I appreciate your support. I really, really do. Okay, so we can go ahead and blend this, all right? A lot of things you can put in here. You can put lentils in here, right? You could put rice in here. There's so many things you can put in here. Since it's late, you don't want to put too much heavy stuff, right? Keep it very light because it is kind of late, right? So this is a healthy late night snack is what we're doing, right? So we don't want to put too much stuff in it, okay? So we're going to just do, let's put the plate to the side. We're just going to cut this. We're just going to do half, all right? Because it's late night, okay? So we're just going to do half of one and we're going to save the other one for tomorrow. How's that sound? we just wanted a little snack before we go to bed tonight. Okay? Something healthy. Get our vegetables inside of our system, right? Before we go to bed. If you didn't do that today, right? Now is the time to do it. So rake all of the seeds out. All right, hello, welcome in. Thanks for joining the live. I appreciate you. Thanks for the thumbs up. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please do so. I share simple plant-based recipes. All right, so this is what I like to do. I like to put the bell pepper in the center of my plate. And then I like to dress my greens and everything around the red bell pepper, right? Just for some really nice presentation purposes, right? I feel like I'm doing some kind of like some fine dining. You know how you want to pretend like you're doing some fine dining. So you dress your plate and create your plate really nicely. That's what I like to do, right? Okay, so you take your meat texture, right? But we have pecans and mushrooms, and we stuff the bell pepper. Okay. Another thing you could do is you could drizzle a little bit of oil in there. Let's do that, right? just a little bit of the coconut oil and drizzle it in there. Absolutely, you can do that. It's okay to do that. So let's get all the meat and put it back in here. All right. See, you just made a little bit just to get you through the night. Something really quick and simple and easy and very nutritious and very healthy. Honestly, it really is. And it's really good for you. Right? No animals was harmed while making your dish. Thank you so much for joining the live. I appreciate you all. I'm going to show up every day and share a simple plant-based recipe. I hope that you like it. I hope that I can be of some encouragement to you to change the way that we think about food, right? We got to change the way that we think about food. We really, really do. And we have to try our best to include more minerals, more vitamins into our system. And the only way that we're going to be able to do that is by eating more plants, honestly. Okay? So that's our stuffed red bell pepper. Like I said, put all of your favorite seasonings in there. Your garlic cloves, your red onions. Put lots of flavor in there, you know, and really make it enjoyable. Okay? You can do that. So now you're going to put it around like a skirt. You see that? We're going to dress it like a skirt. I'm more so focused on the salad tonight versus the pepper, but that's okay. We're going to have lots of flavoring, right? Lots of flavoring in the dressing that I created. The dressing that I created my own dressing. I put garlic in there. I put lemon, pink Himalayan, sea salt, black pepper, garlic, onions, and that flavor is going to be drenched on top of this, right? So you'll be able to have lots of flavor in it to the point where it's not going to be a boring salad. I don't like boring salads at all, you know. And when you go to, a lot of times when you go to these places and you order a salad, it's always boring and it doesn't have any nutritional value, in my opinion. So I like to come home and make my own salads because I feel like I make the best salads. I hope you do too, right? Don't you make the best salad? So it's like, why would I ever spend any money on a salad? And I'm just disappointed every time I do that. Every time I'm so disappointed. So I'm just like, you know what? I'll make my own salad. My avocado messed up. Ooh. It messed up on my life. But that's okay. You know, we know how to do. We know how to do it. Hello. Hi, how are you? Thanks for joining the live. I appreciate your support. I really, really do. Really, really do. Please give me a thumbs up. Please give me a like. Please give me a share, all that jazz. I'm new to TikTok, so I don't really know. Thanks for liking the live. I appreciate you, Jasmine. Thank you for the support. So just take a couple of pieces of avocado, right? Because you want every taste, every time you bite into something, you want it to be gooey good, right? So we just dress the avocado around the plate. All right. If you feel like you want some more avocado, put some avocado. You know what? I'm gonna have to slice up those red onions. There's just no way around it, huh? I'm just gonna have to slice up those red onions. There's no way. I just cannot have a salad without some red onions on top of it. My goodness. What y'all like to put in y'all salad? Are y'all creative when it comes to your greens? And what I like about the raw salad, I don't have to cook nothing. I get all of my vitamins and everything up front. Okay, I think this is enough avocado. I will go avocado crazy. But as you know, it's a good healthy fat, so you can never have like too much avocado, right? So thank you for the love. Thank you for the support. I appreciate you. Now, I like to also put just a couple of pieces of apple in it as well. The reason why is because your dino kale is very bitter. It's a bitter herb, okay? That dino kale is full of minerals. It cleanses the liver. It has a lot of medicinal purposes. It helps with inflammation. It helps with your digestive system. It's really good with regulating your blood sugar and all of that. So it's not the tastiest, you know. So because of that, we put the apple in there, you know, to make it taste a little better, to bring a little sweetness to it. If you're like me, who I'm always, you know, I have a sweet tooth, right? So we just put a little apple in it just to make it enjoyable, so we can get it down, right? Good. Now, let's just cut up a little pieces of red onions. Okay. Let's get it clean. I thought I had some red onions ready to go, but I'll just clean it off really quick. You know how you have to think about it. It's just like you want it to be really, really good, right? Thanks so much for joining the live. I appreciate you. Thank you for liking the live and showing support. It means a lot. I will be showing up as much as I possibly can. All right? Encouraging people to eat more fruits and vegetables while I encourage myself to eat more fruits and vegetables, right? Thank you, Jasmine. Thanks for the love. I appreciate your support. Okay, so just a little bit of red onion, just a little bit, just a smidget of a taste on top, right? Just a little bit. My goodness. Gotta have those red onions, you know? Thanks for joining the live, and thanks for the thumbs up. I appreciate you. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. And if you haven't followed me as yet, please follow me. And of course, I'll follow you back on TikTok. So I appreciate the love and the support, right? So just a little bit. I just want just a little bit of a taste here, okay? Now, as far as seasoning is concerned, I sprinkle a little bit of black pepper, right? And you want to put some form of nut on top of this as well, okay? Your choice, almonds, pecan pralines, whatever. You can also add seeds on top of here as well, like your pumpkin seeds, right? Which is really, really good because the pumpkin seeds is going to get rid of the parasites, right? That's what we want to do. So we can sprinkle a little bit of the pumpkin seeds on top. This is our pecan praline that we're going to sprinkle on top, right? And it'll give it a more of a crunchier effect, because what we want to do is we want to have lots of flavor, right? We don't want a boring salad. And one thing about this salad, it's very filling, okay? And that's what we want to feel, very full, okay? You want to feel very full. And you want to eat as much live, living foods as possible, right? Not death food, right? So we got to get more vegetables in our system. Pumpkin seeds. Let's just sprinkle just a little bit on top of that, just to have a couple, you know, a little bit. And this is, you see how big, how that little bit that I made, and it created this big old plate. You see that? How cool is that? And it's not going to cost you a whole lot of money to eat healthy at all. So it's very, very simple. That's it. And of course, we have to sprinkle some black pepper on top, because how can you have a salad and not have a little bit of black pepper on top? I have to have it on top of all of my salads, okay? So after that, you would just put You can put your salad dressing on top, and you want to make sure you get into making your own salad dressings, okay? You could put a little bit of that, a little bit of herb on top, like your cilantro. I want you to get into putting herbs on top of your food, okay? Because the cilantro is packed with vitamins. Vitamins A, vitamin C, vitamin K, right? So stick some of that cilantro in there as well, okay? Don't be afraid to do that. It's only going to enhance the taste of the salad. So think about it. Whenever you go somewhere and you get a salad, are they doing this for you? Are they putting all of these ingredients in for you? That's really going to be helpful to your vital organs? Nope. They're not going to do it. So because of that, you're going to have to make it yourself. Okay? No one's going to love you like you. No one's going to do it like you. You can probably do it better than me. Right? But nobody's going to make it the way that you make it, right? You're going to put all the love on top of it, right? So this is my own salad dressing that I make, okay? I put cashews in here, lemon in here, right? I put pink Himalayan sea salt. I use fresh spring water, okay? And I use this dressing for pretty much anything and everything, right? It's all natural. You know, everything here is low in calories, okay? So you don't have to feel guilty about, you know, as whatever, how much you want to use. And then what I like to use too, you could use this as a base. So if you want to mix cilantro, parsley, dill, if you want to use this, you could use it and put it in a blender. You put your dill in here, mix it with this. If you want to do a separate one another day and you say, okay, I'm feeling like cilantro, you can mix it with this in the blender. You can use it as your dressing, and you have your own dressing with your own herbs. So it's never a need to go to the store and purchase a dressing that's full of sugar and other ingredients that they have in there. It's never a need to do that when you can just make it yourself. Now, when you put it in the refrigerator, it may get a little stiff. So as you see, I'm stirring it. And you may want to just kind of add a little bit of lemon juice and a little bit of pink Himalayan salt to it, just to kind of jazz it up just a little bit more the next day if you want to. And that's it. You sprinkle your dressing on top, right? And you have created a wonderful salad. And as you can see, it didn't take me long to do this, right? This wasn't long at all. And we didn't even get a chance to talk about the benefits of the red bell pepper. More antioxidants, right? That's what we need. We need as many antioxidants as we possibly can have. See, YouTube? See how quick that was to make you a nice salad? No one can ever tell you that you can't cook. Right? And look, if they tell you you can't cook, so what? This is better. Okay? All right? That's how you do it. That's it. Get yourself a nice glass, right? You can get some wine too if you have some wine. But this is just natural mineral water that I got from the farmer's market. Okay? And I probably need something to open it. You can use that. You can juice. I have my juicer here, so you can make a nice fresh juice as well. You know, put some pineapple in there, whatever you want. Some apples, put some nice ginger in there, right? And make a nice juice. And you can have that either before your meal or after your meal, however you want to do it, right? So now it's time for a taste test. How simple that was, right? I'm telling you, it's so filling. It is so filling. And you just say to yourself, I'm altogether beautiful. There is no defect in me. You are altogether beautiful. There is no defect in you. For the guys, you are altogether handsome. There is no defect in you, right? And you just dive in. And I use my knife, right, because we have a red bell pepper. So this is your raw meal. Sometimes you just want to switch it up and you don't want to eat no meat, and that's good because you need to give yourself a break anyway when you talk about digesting all that meat. That meat takes hours to get out of your system. So what are you doing to make sure that you get all of that meat out of your system? You need to eat raw. You need to eat raw for a couple of days so it can really get out of your system. Okay? It's always good. You know why it's good? Because you've thought about every bite that you want. Avocado, the different types of greens, the cilantro, the apple, right? You can cut the apple up a little bit smaller. Baby. It's so good. And it's so good for you. And the red bell pepper is delicious too. It's so good. You probably may want to do the whole thing. It's that good. Low in calories. Eat this 3 times a day. So good. It's delicious. I can't taste the bitterness of the green because I added the apple. Another thing you can do is you can add a date. If you just gotta have more, if you feel like it's not sweet enough for you, get you some organic dates, right? Especially if you're new to transitioning to eating more plants, you want to have a natural sweetener in the house. So I just get a big old box of dates, right? And it will last you a while. Okay? This is how you want to make sure that you're saving your money and you're not overspending. These type of things can last for a while in the refrigerator, right? Secured somewhere. You could put a couple of pieces of date on top. Just eating good. Oh my goodness. Oh, just eating so good. Uh-oh. That's what you want to do. Eat as good as possible. For the times when you do mess up, then you're eating like this 80 to 90% of the time. You're doing really good if you do this, when you really think about it. You know what I mean? If you can eat like this more, you can wean yourself off of the meat. Because really, you don't need a whole lot of it. You don't need it at all, honestly. But I'm just saying this is just a great way to wean yourself off because you'll know and you'll feel that you're not hungry. So good. So good. You're going to sleep like a baby. I'm telling you. It's so good. It's so good for you. So I had to share this with you guys. All right? Really simple. Full of antioxidants, full of vitamins, packed with lots of fiber, lots of nutrition. Right? Bone health, fiber, liver, inflammation, iron, copper. Now the Dino Care dino kale, I didn't know was full of copper. I didn't know that until I did my research. So you got to pick up that dino kale. It's full of calcium, iron, copper, strong bones, blood health, blood pressure, regulation, digestive health. You won't have any issues going to the bathroom if you eat like this every day. I'm telling you. And a lot of us are stopped up, right? A lot of us are. I have been plant-based now for 3 years. And I love it. You eating meat again? Okay. That's okay. You know what I do miss? Eating salmon. I miss the fish. I don't care about the steak and the ribs and stuff like that. But I do miss a nice piece of salmon. That's what I do want, you know. I'm missing that. Just imagine putting a nice piece of salmon on top of this salad. Oh, delicious, you know. But I have the red bell pepper, you know, full of antioxidants or whatever. But, you know, just putting a nice piece of salmon on top of this would be so divine. But nope, haven't had any seafood and any meat. Haven't missed it at all. That's okay. Believe me, I think about it all the time. Not all the time, but occasionally I do think about it. But just the salmon, nothing else. I wouldn't do any shrimp. They're bottom feeders, crab legs, none of that. They eat the waste of the bottom of the ocean. So why would I eat bottom feeding fish? Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you for sharing the live. I hope that you all will try this salad full of vitamins and full of antioxidants. I hope that you try it and let me know how you like it. Right? Make you a nice juice. And make your own dressing. Put some garlic in there. Lemon. Right? Dress it up real good. It's delicious. So I'm gonna do a little bit of juicing too. Okay? Did you make it earlier in the live? What's that? What did I make earlier in the live? What am I talking about? The red bell pepper, the stuffed red bell pepper. If you're talking about that, yeah, I started off with that first, and then I did the salad around the the salad I'm eating. Yes, this is what I made in the live. Yes. This is what I made. Yep. So what I'm gonna do is I'll be coming on periodically and just show you what I'm eating. Right? That's what I'll do. I'll show you what I eat every night. And hopefully you can just take what I've taught you and you can just add on and make it better. Right? You can just do it better. What'd you all eat for dinner tonight? Something healthy? Share. Something healthy, hopefully. Lots of vegetables with that meat. I hope so. Let us know. So we have some fresh ginger here, and ginger is good for our immune support. with everything that's going on now. You see a lot of people who are still wearing masks, and this is flu season, and you still have people who are catching COVID, right? So I have to be careful some of the words that I'm saying, right? Because I'm on TikTok too. So hopefully that wasn't a bad word. But it's just, it's the sixth season. So because of that, we want to make sure, colds, flus, and everything, that we limit the sugar as much as possible, right? We have to, because that's how you're going to get sick. If you're full of sugar and you're full of bad things, your immune system is going to be low. We want to make it strong. So you want to make sure that you have ginger in your system every day. Right? Every day. So let's make a nice immune booster drink, okay? That has helped me to not get sick. All right? And it's perfect with your salad too. It's perfect with pairing it with your salad along with some spring water. We'll move the salad to the side. Kind of wipe down just a little bit. I like to kind of clean as I go, because the salad did get a little messy here. So we'll just we'll still be eating on the salad while we make the juice. All right? Because it's so good. Oh my goodness. It's such a good salad. Okay. Still want you to be able to see it. Our ingredients are going to be apples. We got to get your fiber in, right? This is the best drink ever, honestly. You're not going to sit and eat 2 apples or 3 apples at a time in one setting. So, you're just going to just juice it, okay? Additional fiber in the apples. All right. I don't put the whole entire apple in. I do like to look in the apple and see how it looks. Depending on where I got it from. If I just get it from my local grocery store versus the farmer's market, it could be a bad apple. So I like to kind of review it first before I juice it. Right? So 2 apples. All right. Make sure everything's washed off properly, and I did. I've already washed everything off. All right. And this is another thing that's going to help you sleep like a baby. Oh my gosh, this is going to feel so good going down. Now, put a couple of pieces of ginger. I always get like a thumb full of ginger and put it in my son's smoothie to help keep his colds down. Okay? So he don't get sick at school, because that's what these kids do. They pass germs to each other. I do leave some of the skin off. Some of it I do take off. Even though it's clean, I'm just one of those people. But I do take some of it off. But I do leave some of it on. Everybody kind of does their own thing, right? So a little bit of ginger, 2 to 3 thumbs of ginger, right? Then if you have some grapefruit, put some grapefruit in here, right? I don't have any grapefruit, okay? So you really want to use what you have, all right? You can use some pineapple. Pineapple is full of vitamin C, okay? A lot of sugar too, but natural sugar. And what it's going to do is going to tame that ginger, right? Now, if you have some lemon, you want to put some lemon in here as well, okay? Really, really good drink. If you have some mango, throw some mangoes in there as well. You have some strawberries. What I like to do is, if you have like some frozen strawberries, you can put that as ice. I'll show you. That's what I do. Okay? And you can put that as your glass. And it's a great way. For me, it kind of feel like it's wine that I'm drinking, so to speak, right? It's my wine drink, right? Thanks for joining the live. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. We're about to wrap it up. I just wanted to come on and show you a really healthy recipe. I want you to continue to love on yourself as much as you possibly can. And this is a great way to do it by eating better. Okay? This is what you want to do. This is how you want to love on yourself as much as possible. All right? Let me get you. So you want to use your organic strawberries. Make sure that you try to get organic with everything, okay? Because you're deserving of it. All right? Get you a nice wine glass and set the mood, right? That's what you want to do. Set the mood, okay? This is all you loving on yourself. So you got your nice little wine glass, right? You got your organic strawberries, right? You can dim the lights, have your nice raw salad, right? And just turn on your fireplace, okay? Listen to your podcast, right? Oh my goodness. Isn't life just beautiful? It's just so beautiful. So I would take like a couple of pieces of strawberry and put it into my glass. And then I use that like for ice. If you're the type of person that's trying to not eat so much ice, you can use that as ice. Oh, right? And just pour it in here, right? YouTube, see that? OMG. Mm-hmm. You say to yourself, cheers. Cheers. Cheers, TikTok. Cheers, YouTube. Thanks for joining the live. I appreciate you. Oh my gosh. Honey, talk about some love. This ain't nothing but some love, honey. Oh my gosh, it's so good. I want you to be good to yourself. Thank you so much for joining the live. I really do appreciate you. Oh my gosh. So delicious. This is how we have to treat ourselves, you all. We have got to treat ourselves this way. I'll see you on the next one. I'll see you tomorrow. I'm going to come on live. I'm going to try my best to come on live each and every day and show up, right? Whether you like it or not, whether you like my dishes or not, right? Eat more plants, eat more vegetables. That's what we have to do, right? Thank you for the thumbs up. Thank you to the new subscribers on YouTube. Thank you to the new followers on TikTok. I appreciate you more than anything. I want you to make sure that you're good to yourself and that you're loving on yourself more and more in 2026. All right. I want you to be good to you. I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye. Yummy. Oh my gosh. So good. I have to hurry up and eat. It's getting late. Oh my gosh. So good. So good. Bye, you guys. Bye, YouTube. Thank you so much. For coming on and having dinner with me. Oh my goodness. I'm new to all of this. But I appreciate all the likes and all of the love. This is not easy. Not at all. But it is the coolest thing. I'm putting myself out here and experimenting like this. So thank you for the love. And thank you so much for your patience. Oh. And most importantly, make sure you eat good and eat all your vegetables. All right. Let me get my son in the bed because he'll stay up all night. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.